So you need a couple tips on how to save money while you're in college. A big one to start would be don't buy all of your books new. Try as hard as you can to find rented or used because those will save your life. And if possible, go online and find like PDF versions. Sometimes like you won't need the book like 90%, maybe 80% of the time.
If you ever go shopping for clothes, just shop online and go out to the clearance section is always better. And sometimes they have like 20% off, 30% off the whole purchase and free shipping. So that's a plus.
One is to go to the, every university has a used book department. That's one way to go. I never bought used books for my major though. I always bought new books for my major, but anything that wasn't my major, I just bought whatever I could find that would do it. Sometimes you can get by with sharing a book with somebody.
Yeah. So, just got off the bus. It took 13 minutes to go 2 miles from campus to the apartments that I'm living, so that saves money. Don't have to take Uber or Lyft or whatever, but if you are, I recommend Lyft. Safer. Make sure that you're using the transportation that your school provides because that comes in handy. It should be free, I think.
Live on campus, right? If you don't live on campus, then if you live close to campus, I would say get a bike or ride the bus, right?
Cook your meals, go shopping, right? So cook your meals instead of eating out all the time.
And if you're struggling, trying to afford the groceries, the government actually has a nice program that students use a lot. It's called CalFresh, and it's basically where you get government assistance for groceries. So you get a set amount of money per month, and you can use it to buy any groceries you need. And that comes in handy because we have a lot of other expenses like textbooks and whatever else you need. So having that money just for groceries is nice.
Make a budget for yourself. It's always good to have a budget, even if you're not a college student. It just keeps you accountable and helps you from blowing off all your hard-earned money because you're a broke college student. Be a cheapskate. Be Mr. Krabs. Be a penny pincher. Penny pincher.
All right, another pro tip: always carry reusable bags with you when you go grocery shopping. They're gonna charge you for bags now, so just take bags with you and keep them. That's like a little way to save money. Also, when you're going shopping, you shouldn't have to your first year very much because you have like the dining commons, but when you do go shopping, try to get things on sale.
Keep your spending to a minimum. Try not to go out as much. That's one of the big mistakes I can personally tell you I made. Before you know it, you spend over like $300 just on food because yeah, your boy gotta eat.
When you go out with friends, try and find coupons. I mean, might look cheap, but screw it, you're saving money, man. That's all you need.
And when you go out with friends, because you probably will your first year, like a lot, use student discounts at movie theaters and restaurants because they'll have some kind of discount for you guys. And when you're out, try not to impulse buy. I did that like quite a bit, and it's not worth it in the end.
Thrifting, for sure. So going to thrift stores instead. Talking to your friends and kind of maybe like building a wardrobe together. What I mean by that is like if you have roommates or things like that, like say I'm like, ooh, that shirt's fire, can I borrow it? Like developing friendships like that where you can kind of combine your wardrobes.
So make sure you're applying to scholarships, whether it's through the college or other outside sources, so you can have money for books or whatever else you need for school.
I have a really good way to make money, and that is to buy Scantrons, at the beginning of the quarter, and Blue Book. They're like a quarter at the bookstore. In class, you can sell them for $5 because people forget to get them, and there they are sitting there ready to take a test, and they don't have a Blue Book. You can gouge them like crazy.
When you have textbooks every quarter or semester, make sure you're reselling them so you can get some money back. That comes in handy when you need to buy textbooks for the next quarter or semester.
See if you can carpool with somebody.
Your school should have a pantry where you can get non-perishables and other things. I know Davis has one where you can get canned goods and like pastas, so they're not really gonna go bad. The other day I went to the pantry, got me some green beans just to see how the pantry worked. I hadn't gone there before, but yeah, check out to see if your school does have a pantry so you can save money that way. You don't really have to buy some canned goods if they have them there. They'll give them to you, I think, for free.
On campus, they usually have like clothes. Do you know how you can get like food? Like they have food pantries. They also have like clothes pantries, if that makes any sense. So you can go there as well.
Don't rely on just a bookstore to get your books. Try and look around Amazon, eBay. Sometimes there's used books. That's always good. And also, if you can, live with relatives or your family wherever you go. If you go to junior college, that's even cheaper, so that's more money you save.
If you can't carpool with somebody, then honestly the best thing to do is get like one of those like economy cars, like the little cars that get like 40 miles a gallon. If you can get one of those, you're gonna save a lot of money on fuel.
I worked with my roommates to we pooled our money to make meals because it's cheaper to make like a big pot of spaghetti for 4 people than like one person making spaghetti. Eat your leftovers. Don't throw them away. Buy the generic brand things, not the expensive top of the line stuff. And the 5th thing, let's see, get a boyfriend and he can buy you all your stuff. Okay.
Tip on for transportation, you can carpool with friends. That's always fun. You can, probably just give them like $5 for the week. And if you're not living too far from campus, that's a plus.
I would say never buying things full price. So if you're going to a store, walk straight to the clearance rack. That's number 1.
It's okay to tell your friends no if they ask you to go out to either eat or go out to I don't know, somewhere that involves spending money. Essentially, it's okay to say no from time to time, because you know that eventually you're gonna need that money for something else, either whether it be books or supplies or materials, stuff like that.
So don't always buy the first thing that you see. There's a lot of times you'll see an ad on Instagram or something and you're like, oh, that shirt's super cute. Look it up on different, the title of it, say it's red shirt, red fleece shirt, blah blah blah. Look it up on Amazon, just copy and paste the same title on different websites and you can find the same exact thing, same company and everything, cheaper somewhere else.
Get to know people. Sometimes by getting to know people, you'll find other students that have taken the same classes you're taking, so they can either lend you or just give you the books that you might need. Join groups within your community. They'll sometimes have especially Facebook and the marketplace, they'll have close groups for students where they'll have discounts on clickers or books or certain materials you need and stuff like that.
Don't be afraid to ask for help because there are a bunch of people who will help you if you ask. So ask other undergrads, your RAs, other advisors. A lot of people are willing to help you guys if you ask. They're just waiting to help you guys. So congrats on being accepted into college. You got this. Good luck.